Word to your mother, boys and girls. It is your boy, Sniper Wes, coming at you here on Saturday, May the 10th, 2025. It's the day before Mother's Day. Don't forget to call your mother tomorrow if she's still with us, and make sure you tell her you love her. I'm going to do that for sure. Coming at you here from Underdog.com today, UnderdogFantasy.com, rather. And we are going to do some DFS. And we are going to win, I hope. I'm actually going to give you 3 plays. I'm going to go ahead and show you how UnderdogFantasy.com works. By the way, if you go sign up at UnderdogFantasy.com and use the promo code SNIPER1, they will give you a deposit match up to $1,000. So if you put $200 in, they will give you 200 extra. If you put 500 in, they'll give you 500 extra. 1,000, they'll give you 1,000 extra. So they'll do a deposit bonus match up to $1,000, which is pretty cool. They also get a free pick too involved with that whole promotion as well. So Sniper1 is the promo code, and UnderdogFantasy.com is where you want to go to play your DFS. All sorts of cool, they have all sorts of challenges and pick'ems and contests and really cool stuff going on over there. But regarding the plays today, I'm going to give you 3 selections, and they all go off late tonight, so you have time to get them in should you choose to do so. And we're going to start in the NBA. So I have, I thought I already queued these up, actually. Yeah, I did. So we're going to start with Julius Randle in the late game. The Timberwolves at the Warriors. So this is game 3, obviously. If you remember, obviously, the Timberwolves, they got blown out in game 1. It wasn't very pretty. Game 2, they bounced back. But I'm actually going to go with Julius Randle. I'm going to go higher, than 25.5 points plus rebounds, okay? So he got involved a lot in that second game. He played quite well. If you remember the first game here, he had 18 points and 3 rebounds. But if you think about it, he was a no-show in the first half. He really didn't do anything. The whole Minnesota team was a no-show in the first half. So that 18 and 3 really all came in the second half. So he kind of turned it on. And then that carried over to the second game, if you notice, 24 and 7, right? So it's 31. And we're getting 25.5 here. And I think they're going to play quite well because obviously now they've had game time to play without Steph. Chris Finch, he's a very good head coach. And I think the team has mojo now. Now that they know Steph is out, I think that they're game planning well. I think they're going to have a plan to keep Randall involved. And, remember this Golden State defense, they were the number 1 defense in the NBA after acquiring Jimmy Butler. But Steph was a big part of that defense, and now he's not there. So who's going to, contain Julius Randle and Rudy Gobert on the inside? I think it's going to be tough. If they do gang up on Gobert, then Julius Randle's going to have a big game. So I'm going to go higher than 25.5 points plus rebounds for Julius Randle. Your second play is going to be Jack Kachanowicz from the LA Angels. You might say, who's that? And you might be right, because probably nobody knows who he is. He's not a great pitcher, which is why we are going to go lower than 15.5 pitching outs. So what does that mean? That means he has to not go into the 6th inning, right? As long as he just pitches 5 innings, because there's 3 outs an inning, right? 3 outs times 5 innings is 15 outs. So as long as he does not get to the 6th inning, we win this selection, the lower selection. So my thinking behind this play, it's a late game. So Kachanowicz, he does have good stuff, and I've watched him pitch this year. But the thing with him is he's inconsistent, right? So if you take a look, his last time out, he went 5 innings. He has got to the 6th inning, actually, 2 times. Well, actually 3 times if you want to go back to his opening start. So 3 times out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 starts, he has gone to the 6th inning. But, he just gave up 5 versus the Tigers in 5 innings. And, he gave up 4 and 4 to the Rangers. He gave up 6 and 4 to Houston. And I think Baltimore is going to swing the bats because, Baltimore, they're very disappointing this year. Yeah, if you notice, his ERA is 5.79. His whip is 145. Not very good, right? And Baltimore, they kind of need some wins here because, slowly but surely, they're falling out of the AL East race. And, they're having a disappointing season. If you take a look at their record, they're 14 and 23, and this team has a lot of young talent. They were supposed to compete with the Yankees and the Blue Jays, and It's not looking like they're going to do that. So they need to turn it around. They need to go on like a 10-game winning streak at some point in no time like the present. I think they get to Kachanowicz, and we are going to go lower than 15.5 pitching outs for Jack Kachanowicz. Okay, your final selection is going to be Connor McDavid. We are going to go higher than 1.5 points for Connor McJesus, as they call him. So obviously this guy is the best player in the NHL. There's no disputing that. He's probably the fastest skater in the history of the league as well. This series is, Edmonton is up 2-0, so Vegas is back is against the wall, right? Vegas has to win this game or they're going to go down 3-0, and then the series will be all but over, rest assured. That's why I think Vegas is going to push the pace, and to be honest with you, I like Vegas. I did a free play video and I released them. I think they're going to come out. I think that the world's probably going to be on Edmonton because they're back at home, and they do play well at home, but Vegas knows their season's going to be over. Vegas was a good team, man. They were top 3 in defense in the NHL as it relates to goals per game. One of the best power plays in the league too, and so I think Vegas is going to do well. So because I say Vegas is going to do well, I think Edmonton's going to have to keep up with them, which means Connor McDavid's going to have to stay involved. And if you look at here, let me pull up Connor here real quick. Yeah, So here's the series. Well, let's go back to the King series, right? Because that was kind of a banger. So as far as his points go, okay, so he had 4 in the first game. That was the Wild game when they almost came back and won. Then he was a no-show in the second game. But then he had 3, 2, then 1-1. And then we get to the Vegas series. He had 2 in the 4-2 victory in game 1. Then he only had 1 point in the second game. 2 days ago. But I think he's going to bounce back from that. And like I said, because I think Vegas is going to do well, I think Connor's going to stay involved. Connor, remember, he did have a penalty, so he was in the box for 2 minutes as well. And he had a lot of chances, too. He probably should have had more than 1 point in that game. So I like Connor. I think he's going to do well tonight. And I think he's going to go higher than 1.5 points. And that is why we're going to select that. So let's go ahead and recap. We're going Julius Randle higher than 25.5 points. We are going Jack Kachanowicz lower than 15.5 pitching outs. We are going to go Connor McDavid higher than 1.5 points. So this is going to be 6 times your money. So basically $1 pays you $6. So you put $100 down, it's going to give you 600. You put 500 down, it's going to get you 3,000. So like I said, you go to underdog.com, you use the promo code Sniper1. You want to go put in $200. And they'll match that. You get 400, and you could just maybe start with $100 on this selection. And if it hits, which I think it has a good shot at hitting, you make $600 right off the bat, right? So don't forget Sniper1. It's your promo code. They will match that at underdogfantasy.com. And I like all these plays. I think they're going to hit. And I will be back later. I do videos all throughout the day, but this is the DFS video from Sniper Wes for Saturday, May 10th. I will catch you guys on the next video, and until then, peace out and keep firing.